Hey guys, Maniac here, and I'm here with some more Maniac reviews, and today for Maniac reviews, I'm gonna be reviewing Captain
America, fuck yeah, coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah.
Alright, so Captain America, a few things that I wanted to mention until we get into characters / actors is that this movie is one of the Marvel movies. If you guys don't know, probably I'm a huge comic book fan, so of course, I will have some say with the comic books on this one. And other than that, let's get on to characters. So, we have Chris Evans as Captain America. We have Scarlett Johansson as the beautiful Black Widow. We have Sebastian Stan as the Winter Soldier. We have Anthony Mackie, sorry I have little notes here, as Falcon. We have Samuel Jackson, of course, as Nick Fury. We have Kobe Smudler as Mariah Hill. And Robert Redford as Alexander Pierce. Now, as far as character development and all these characters go, this is one of those movies where it's kind of like, since it's a sequel, you kind of would have wanted to know what happened before, what happened in the previous movie, and basically all the character development comes from the Avengers and the Captain America 1 for, I guess, Scarlett Johansson, for Captain America, Black Widow, and Nick Fury. Everybody else does have their good character development. And the Winter Soldier, I'm not going to say that much about him, because if I do, I will spoil the movie. There's so much that happens in this movie, like the whole premise of this movie. If I say it, like the actual, I'm going to have to go, when I do the next segment for storyline, when I do it, it's going to be very hard to explain the storyline, because you kind of, once you get hit with the actual what's going on, it's like a boom, you're hit in the face, and you're just like, damn, dude, whoa. But yeah, so as far as characters go and acting, very good. Let's get on to that storyline. Alright, so the storyline is Captain America is trying to adapt to modern day activities, modern day life, after being frozen for 60 years about since World War II. Now, but during this, he has to fight some older historical enemies, the Winter Soldier. Now, as he goes along trying to find this Winter Soldier after they've attacked Nick Fury, now that's not that much of a spoiler. I'm going to try to keep this a spoiler free, by the way. There are things that are uncovered that, again, I cannot tell you guys, because then I will spoil the whole movie. As far as storyline goes, it is a great storyline. I always love the Marvel storylines, because they always try to throw in, like, things of the comic books and stuff. And this one especially, it leaves a lot open. They're making it so we're gonna have a lot to expect and be excited for Avengers 2: Age of Ultron. Now, with that, I'm going to get on to positives and negatives, because that plays a huge part in everything. So let's go on to those positives and negatives. Alright, so positives and negatives. Let's start off with the negatives, because there ain't that many. The one negative, there's two I would say. One is that it's a bit long. It seems kind of a bit long and drawn out, but there's no padding. It's the good type of long and drawn out, if that makes any sense. Because there's so much that goes on, and that everything from the beginning, although there are parts in the movie where you think, well, then why did this, and this happen? Why was this needed? It all gets explained. So you're not left sitting there, well, why did you put this in? What was the point of this, and this? Everything gets explained. Everything makes sense. It all comes together. And of course, it has great twists like M. Night Shyamalan, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, the other negative I would say was basically how kind of reliant it is it's almost very reliant for you to go see Avengers and Captain America, maybe even Iron Man, like it's almost you needed to have gone and seen the other movies, although it doesn't kind of explain what's happened, but there is some stuff where it's like, oh crap, I remember this from Captain America 1, I remember this from Avengers, etc., right? So it is somewhat reliant on that. Now, let's go into positives, because everything in here is positive. I don't know what, other than that, there's not that much anything else to say. Great storyline. I loved how there was, like, I'm usually, the one thing that I don't mean to gloat or kind of sound gloaty is that when I watch movies, I can usually guess and pinpoint what's going to happen. That's why a lot of these movies nowadays, a lot of the reviews I've been doing have been bad ones, because I can easily, they're so predictable. This one, there were things that, like, when the big twist happened, like what I thought was the big twist, I was just mind blown. I was sitting there in the theater going, oh shit, did that just happen? And that's where this movie's gonna leave you. It's gonna leave you in your seat going, oh shit. Now, it ain't a Marvel movie if you don't have something at the end. That's why I was saying when I was explaining the storyline, so much of this will lead up to the second movie. Stuff with Nick Fury happens, stuff with Black Widow happens, things with Captain America happen, things with even Falcon happen. Now Falcon, I love that they introduced him. I love that they used the Ultimate version of Falcon from the Ultimate series. The other Falcon, the one with the red and white suit, I still like him, but this one was a lot more cool. It was a lot more modern, which is the look that they're trying to go for. And because of that, it was a perfect fit for this movie. Because I bet you if they had gone with the red and white one with the vigilante stuff, it wouldn't have made any sense. It would have not looked correct in the timeline, and it almost would have looked stupid. Now, after the credits, not like way after the credits, like after the kind of, more exciting credits, there's a huge thing that happens, and I'm not going to spoil it because it's huge. It is something that will lead you up to Avengers 2, because it left me sitting there at the very end. I'm like, they're going to have them in Avengers 2. Yes! Now one of them, I already knew because I saw there were screenshots kind of leaked out, and I've been following the Avengers 2, all the Marvel kind of movie stuff very closely, and because of that, I knew who the one of the people were at the end. I'm trying to cut around, but there's just so much that happens in this movie that I can't say because it spoils it, because this is such a good movie that will leave you wondering what the hell is going on. This is the movie that really does set up for Avengers 2. And I'm really excited for next summer when Avengers 2 comes out, because it's going to be great. I'm telling you, the way that Captain America was set up, the way that Captain America was done, and the way that all the events played out was perfect. And if that's what they're going to do for Avengers 2, like Iron Man 3 was a good movie, this is a great movie, alright? This has broken the streak of horrible movies that I've been seeing, like Divergent, RoboCop, and of others. Like there's, oh god, there's just, I feel like there's been so many bad movies. It was nice to actually see a good movie. And because of that, I'm going to give this movie a 4.8. Like I said, the two negatives, bit too drawn out, a bit too, what do you say? And there was a bit kind of, it was reliant on the other movies. Other than that, this is a perfect movie. I quite enjoyed it. If you are a fan of, if you like movies, you will like this movie. Honestly, this is perfect. There's drama, there's a bit of lovey-dovey-dove stuff, and there's a lot kind of that leaves you wondering, what's gonna happen in Avengers 2, especially with the big plot twist that's in it, with S.H.I.E.L.D. That's as much as I'm gonna go. So, with that, I really thank you guys for watching. Remember to subscribe, favorite, like, and all that fun stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Or whatever, I mean. It's gonna die. Peace out. Boop boop boop.